is me, Jason, here at North Of Exile Games. I'm being joined by my good friend, Jason.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. I'm good. I'm excited because today is the release day for the 4th set of Genesis Battle of Champions. The new set's called RAZE, and in celebration of that, we're going to open up this whole booster box today. We're going to go through it all. We're going to definitely show you all the uncommons and all the rares from the packs. And in the first few packs, we'll go over the commons too, so that you get an idea of what excitement lurks in the set. And if you want to learn how to play this game, you can come in. We'll teach you how to play it for free. We've got starter decks that we give away for free, so you can learn it for free. Take some cards home with you. It's a really affordable game. 2-player starter sets start as low as $34.99, and that's everything you need for 2 people to play. So we're going to jump into it because this is a really exciting day. We're going to open up some booster packs. Let's get right into the action.
All right.
All right. So the first thing I want to mention for a second before we jump into opening the packs is on the back of every single booster pack, you're going to see this awesome little logo here that says that this game is made in Canada. It's designed by a team of Canadians located in Ontario. It was invented by a Canadian. The booster packs themselves, the cards get printed in Canada. And the physical booster packs, these things here, they get shrink wrapped and they get sealed all in Canada. So every cent that you spend on Genesis product is supporting Canadian companies and Canadian stores. And I think that's something to be really excited about, especially when you consider that the game itself is also a lot of fun to play. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I love the artwork on the packs. These here are 3 of the 4 new champions that have just come out in the set. So I think the artwork's going to be really fun to look at today. So we talked about it, and I'm going to wind up opening the first booster pack. There's 24 total, which means I'll open 12. Other Jason's going to open the other 12. So I'm going to jump right into it here, opening my first pack ever of RAZE. I'm excited. I'm so excited I'm going to do it off camera. I want to just dive right into it recklessly here. So here we go. I'm getting the cards open. Ta-da. And I'm going to just kind of sit the pile here. First pack here, it's going to be a little bit of a learning game, figuring out where we want to sit these. So right off the bat, it's peripheral vision. Looks like that's a technique card. That's cool. Looking at it, it just lets you rotate. Lets you turn your player around. So if he's facing this way, boom, now he's facing another way. And then for me, next card is Goliath Sphinxeeter. Oh, it's a beacon. Nice. What's he got for health? He's got 2 health, and his attack is an air ranged attack. That's good because all those flyers are hard to deal with sometimes. And it's going to hit for 2. And it even has earth resistance, so that's pretty cool. Next card after that is Undead Servitude. It's an action. Well, I should say it's a spell, a dark spell. The cost, it's one of those powerful ones where it takes aura and you've got to mill some cards at the same time. It looks like this might be an X cost. I think that's the first time I've ever seen an X cost printed. So place a summon with a Resurrect Beacon and whatever X or less from your thoughts onto a spot in Undead Servitude's awareness, facing the same direction as you. Then exert it. Oh, that's pretty cool. One of the champions here, Adara. Very exciting to see. Move this up a bit here. So Adara starts with 110 aura and 20 health. So that seems about right. Range attack for 1, and then Spur, which I'm not familiar with Spur. Target summon in your awareness loses 2 health, then remove all exert tokens from it. Ooh. So maybe if you had your own summon that's really powerful, like had 6 health, you ding it for a couple of health, take the exert off and let it go again, because you're spurring it into action. It actually makes sense. Even the word makes sense. You poke it with a stick and then it starts moving again. That's cool. Next up is Barik Naga. It's a beacon, so we got a summon here. Ooh, electric attack does 4 damage. That's a good solid hit. And it's 4 health, and there's a trigger. Execute trigger. That's another word I'm not really familiar with. If a champion is dealt damage by Barik Naga, then they may pay 3 energy, so milling cards off the top of your deck. Otherwise, exert them, and they cannot move or rotate this round. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, I like that. You deal damage, and then they either have to mill some cards or they can't do anything else. I like that. That's a really good rare. That seems good. How much chi was that? That card there was 6 chi, so that feels pretty good.
That feels cheap for
how
powerful that is.
Yeah, I feel like 6 chi is a good value for that, to be honest. Sidestep. This one here, Move to a spot inside Step's awareness. You know what this is for? I think this is one of the cards that they've added to RAZE to kind of die down that Rain's one-turn kill deck where Rain jumps behind you and you're kind of dead in one turn. I bet you Sidestep, being a Swift, this is one of those ones they put in to limit that Rain one-turn kill deck. And I'm thrilled to put these into my deck because, honestly, I love the game of Genesis, but I hate the Rain one-turn kill deck. It just drives me nuts, so that's good. Next up is Inspiring Might. It's a spell. It's a holy spell. You cast it for 4 aura, and it's going to do everything adjacent to you loses all weaknesses this round. Inspiring Might. All right, that's interesting. Abidance. So, like, the dude cannot abide. That kind of abidance, I guess. Swift. Cast it for 8 aura. Target champion or summon in Abidance Awareness, which is the one square in front, gains Pacify for the rest of this round, unless they pay 2 health. Pacify is this champion or summon loses their awareness. Ooh, that's interesting. It turns something blind with no awareness for a turn, unless they pay 2 health. Oh, that's a neat idea. Take it and make somebody go blind for a turn. They can't see anything. Interesting. Next, we've got a beacon here. It's a Cattail Tiger. I like the art on it. That's pretty cool. Heavy attack does 3 damage, and it's got 4 health. There's one thing I don't like. I don't like bringing out a summon that only has 1 health and it dies to anything.
Yes.
Especially like Swift abilities that can do 1. So seeing something that has 4 it makes me pretty happy. And it's also right in the middle. It's only 5 chi. So like that's an affordable card to play. So that's good. Drawback was it didn't have a Swift attack though. Merciless Beating. Heavy attack 4 and execute. If a summon is dealt damage by Merciless Beating, then you may reveal cards from your timeline until you reveal another card named Merciless Beating. Add it to your thoughts. Send all other cards revealed this way to your memories. Memories being your traditional discard pile or graveyard or whatnot. You remember that they happened before. So that's interesting.
Several of those in their deck. Be similar to like that Rain combo.
And just keep like chaining them one after another after another. Chi on that was 6, so slightly above average. So you couldn't do like a billion of them, but you could do some. Tempest Sphinx, Beacon for 14, Electric Attack for 3, and it has Flying. Yep,
a lot of these Beacons, if you notice, fly elemental damage.
Mm-hmm. Next card up for me is Peaceful Demand. Let's make sure we get this where people can actually see it. There we go, Peaceful Demand. It's a spell, holy, cast cost is 12 aura. Choose one. They discard all cards in their thoughts, so discard their hand. Ew. They cannot move or rotate this round and gain Pacify, so they're basically blind for the round. That's a tough choice. Lose your whole hand or you can't move and you're blind. Wow, that seems pretty good. Although, you know what? It's also 8 chi, so that's why it seems pretty good, because it's like right at the top echelon of power cards.
We're definitely going to see the meta change with this new set.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be some interesting changes to decks. I can't wait to actually work on my decks now. Martial Sentry, it's a beacon, costs 10 aura, range attack, a range electric attack, for the cost of exerting. But look at that. Look at that. It can see 2 spots. That's pretty sick. I love that. I love it when there's more awareness than just one square.
Yes.
And it's got 2 health, so it's not going to die to one of those cheesy one-shot effects, at least. It takes a little bit of damage to knock it out. So that's pretty awesome.
I won't have to worry about your Raha.
Yeah, Raha won't do a single kill. Oh, and you know what I really love about it? Taking another look at it, it's only 4 chi. That seems very playable for me at 4 chi. I could see that being like, to balance out a deck that has some powerful 6s, you put these in the 4 spot. That seems good. Skeleton Warrior, another beacon. This is a dirt cheap beacon. 4 aura. That's nice. Of course, it's one of the ones that only has 1 health, so there's a drawback there.
And 3 chi.
Yep. Basic attack is only 1 damage, so it's literally the filler card, the most affordable bottom tier card if you're just looking to fill in a little bit. Dark Passage. Ooh, a nice vision on this. This is a spell. It's a dark spell. Cast it for 8 aura. Place a summon from your thoughts on a spot in Dark Passage's awareness. And then kill that summon. Wait, what? Let me read that again. Place a summon from your thoughts, on a spot in its awareness, and then kill that summon. Is that maybe you would cast that because you want to use one of those resurrect beacons? Like maybe you've got like a really powerful resurrect beckons, you're like, oh, I'll just kill somebody I can't really cast. Or maybe, you know what else maybe? Maybe it's because some beckons have cool triggers when they enter the battlefield. So you're like, I can't afford to cast this guy, but I really want that enters the battlefield trigger. So I'll use Dark Passage to bring him in and let him die, but the trigger still happens. That might
The
make
one
sense.
with the death touch.
Yep. Where it comes in and it like kills something with 3 or less. Oh boy, yes. We've got a little one in the store running around right now. All right, so that's my booster pack. First pack's done. What did you think?
I'm excited for it. I really like the artwork on these cards.
Yeah. Now here we go with pack number 2. Talk us through it, Jason. What do you got?
Slash. Range attack, 2 damage. Can hit 2 in front of its awareness, and it's only 4 cheap.
Notice the cost though. It's one of those ones where you have to build cards and pay aura.
Martial training. Basic attack of 3. And then mill 4.
Yep. That's all right.
Oh, I like that.
That's a Swift. That's pretty good. I could see that.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
So we got a Beck in here, Hollow Sentry. Holy attack of 2. One of the pillars.
Oh, I'm excited about this. This is a new set of cards just for this. It's a series of pillars, one for each of the element types. All right, Jason, tell us about Water Pillar.
So we got an alteration here. So anything that's adjacent to the water pillar, without water resist weakness, gains a water weakness.
Yep.
So like extra damage.
Makes water damage do more if you're near the water pillar.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, that's cool. So and it's the rare of the pack. That's exciting. I think those are going to see a lot of play because you're going to build a deck around it. Like if you're going to run water pillars, it's because you've got lots of creatures that do water damage.
Yes.
And same with fire or whatever other types of pillars are out there.
So
what's up next? Sidestep. We saw that before. That was the one that kind of helps deal with the raid and 1-turn kill decks.
Inspiring Might. So we got a Swift here. Target Inspiring Might's awareness loses all weaknesses and this round.
Yep. That's pretty cool. And Dark Passage. So a lot of the cards in that second pack were cards we saw in the first pack. So I'm going to jump into pack number 3 now. Let's place this right around here, we'll say. Selective Amnesia. It's a spell. It's an arcane spell specifically. It's Swift. It costs 10 aura to cast. And when you do it, all champions with more than 5 cards in their thoughts, more than 5 cards in their hand, have to discard down to 5. Interesting. Selective Amnesia. You get to choose what you're going to remember. That's cool. Next card after that is Upheaval. Upheaval, I can see right away, it's got 3 different spots for awareness on it. It's a spell, an earth spell. It's going to cost 8 aura, and you have to exert to cast it. It's a swift speed spell. You deal 3 damage to a target in Upheaval's awareness, and there's a trigger. If a champion or summon is dealt damage by Upheaval, then they cannot move or rotate this round. Ooh. So you want to try and get that out at the beginning of a round before the other player gets to do anything with their champion. That would be nice, wouldn't that?
That's going in my Malik deck.
Yeah, that seems like that's a good one. It makes you want to get aggressive with your champion so you can get close to theirs and lock them out for a round. Next up after that, Martial Training. We're looking at a basic attack of 3. It's just got awareness of 1 in front. It is a technique, and the nice thing though is I like it when there's spells that use energy, so you're milling cards instead of aura. It's nice to have a balance because I find when you start running out of aura later in the game, you love to draw a card that just needs some energy to cast. Then here we go with a full art champion, Erica. This is one of the new champions just arrived in the set. That's pretty exciting to see. And oh my goodness, look at the aura. 150 aura to spend. Erica's got magic points and she knows how to use them. That's pretty good. You could do a lot of fun stuff with 150 points. I do notice they balanced it out a bit because she has no energy reduction and her health's a little low at 18. But with 150 aura to spend, you have a lot of resources to balance that out. So that's pretty cool. Also, I love the artwork. Giant Scorpion, it's one of, what, only 4 reprints in this set, I think? Something like that. There's 6 reprints, including Giant Scorpion. So Giant Scorpion, look at the awareness on that guy. That Scorpion can see a lot of stuff going on.
Range 3.
And notice that attack is a swift speed attack too. So it's hard to get a one-shot kill in on that because you know it's going to get to respond at least. So that's pretty cool. I like that. What is that health? 4 health too. That's just all good all the way around. I don't see a weak spot on the Scorpion. That deserves to see some play. Gelarian Mist next. It's a spell, an air spell. It costs 8 aura to cast it. Spots in the Gelarian Mist awareness are considered occupied this round.
Wouldn't have to worry about rain jumping in on it.
That's true, yeah, because rain only jumps into unoccupied spots, right? So that put the old shields up there and say, not today, rain, not today. Next up, Luminous Covering. It's a holy spell cast at swift speed, costs 6 aura, so not so bad. It's got 3 awareness and prevent the next 2 dark damage dealt to you by a target in the Luminous Covering's awareness this round. So specifically because it's a holy spell, it's only going to be preventing dark damage, which is interesting. Dark Corruption. Did we see this one? I don't know if we did. 2 damage to something in its awareness. Costs 11. And then Resurrect. Oh, there's a trigger here. If a summon dealt damage by Dark Corruption is killed this round, then place a skeleton warrior from your subconscious. Ooh, subconscious. That's a new term for the game. Starting with RAZE, now there's a sideboard that you have outside of the game, and it's called your subconscious. Because your thoughts are your hand, your memories are the cards that are used up in your discard pile, and now your subconscious is your sideboard. So that's pretty exciting. So you could have some skeleton warriors lined up in your subconscious. And then if this deals damage to something, you get to replace it with a skeleton warrior. Oh, I like that. I think that'd be pretty fun. Not only do I kill your guy, but now I'm putting one of mine there instead.
Make another deck around that.
Yeah. What's the chi on that? Is that only a 4? Ooh, I like that. That seems like a fun card to play. Moving on now. Now we're on to Lion Mane Rabbit, which is a beckon, costs 5 aura. There's an action where you can exert it and it costs 1 health that does hop. Hopping is place the Lion Mane Rabbit on a spot in its awareness, so it jumps ahead a spot. And then there's a trigger, an execute trigger. Whenever Lion Mane Rabbit moves to or is placed on a spot and is at 1 health, it deals 3 earth damage to another target on the same spot as it. Oh, so if you hop over to something and then you lose 1 health in the cost of doing the hop, it's going to deal 3 damage to whatever it hops onto. That's kind of funny. Lion Mane Rabbit. Literally a rabbit jumping onto somebody and doing 3 damage to it. Could you imagine? Big, cute, fluffy rabbit jumps on your head and hits you for 3. I like that. That's pretty clever. It's actually really clever, I think. Nice. Next up, we're looking at Dark Loa. What would you say? Loa? Loa? Probably Loa. It's a beckon, costs 9 aura. Swift ability is cast. Oh, you cast it. It's at swift speed, I guess. The next non-holy attack ability played by target champion or summon in Dark Loa's awareness is reduced by 2 damage. Okay, that's interesting. So you bring that guy out to weaken somebody that it can see, I guess, is the idea. Knee Rattle, it's a beckon. It's a bird specifically. It looks like a turkey, would you say?
Almost a turkey.
Looks almost like a turkey, yeah. That's a new tribal deck, turkeys. Summon it for 6, does an air attack at 2. Don't mess with the turkey. That should have been the flavor text at the bottom, is don't mess with this turkey. Oh, here's a tongue twister of a word. Avum Exitium. It's a quick enchant, which means what exactly? Exert it and 7 aura to do it. Add this as a skill, right? So enchantments, you're adding it as a skill onto your own champion. Triggered ability, at the end of the round, if you have dealt damage to a champion this round, then they send the top card of their timeline, which is your deck, into their memories. So they basically mill a card. So that's a cool ability. You can add
every time you do
as a skill and then get some milling action out of it. That's pretty good. Empower Summon. It's a spell, it's a holy spell, costs 7 aura, swift speed, target summon in this thing's awareness, gains dark resistance for the rest of the round, and gains 1 health. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty good. Power up your summon, heal it a little bit, give some resistance.
A little health. And it's only a 4?
Yeah, only 4 chi. I like that. Sometimes you've got that big summon that you hate to see die, so it's pretty good. Angelic Chains. Ooh, I like the art on that. Right away. Right away, I definitely like the art on that.
Jumps out.
Yeah, that really jumps out at you. That's really cool. It's an enchantment, costs 15 aura, added as a skill. So again, like the last one, you're adding it to your champion as a skill. Whenever you play a cast ability, you may pay 5 aura. If you do, target summon in your awareness gains Pacify for the rest of the round. So it kind of makes somebody go blind. That's interesting. So that would go good with Raha, because Raha has all that awareness with the 3 awareness and then the 1 in front. So if you summon something and pay 5 aura, not only are you summoning something, but now you're blinding somebody else for a turn. That seems pretty solid to me. Underworld Knowledge, it's an action, exert, and pay a health, and you get to draw a card.
I'm really loving these pack art.
Yeah, the art on the booster packs looks really sharp.
So we got heavy range attack.
Ooh, I love it. Hey, what's the cost to bring that out too? No aura, just energy. I like that.
5, yes.
I like that a lot. That's really good.
That'll be really good for Malik.
Look at that awareness too, a 2-spot awareness.
On what's that? Desperation modified. So if you're at 8 health or less, you deal an additional 2 earth damage to any target in the whip. Smash awareness and then exert yourself.
Oh, that last desperation flail, I love it. That's cool. That card seems pretty good. What else we got? And that's just an uncommon. That's pretty sweet.
That Undead Servitude. Oh, this card that you had in the first pack?
Yeah.
With the X cost.
Yeah, that's right. That's pretty cool.
Deathly Return. So you're able to, it's an action where you can return a summon back.
Yep.
Archon of Vigor.
The art's really nice. That's a sharp looking card.
With 7.
And look at the cost to beckon it. 23 aura. Ooh, that's an expensive one.
Archon of Vigor enters the arena. Everything adjacent to it gains 2 health.
Oh, that's nuts.
And then with a swift attack of 4.
So by default, that means you as a champion would gain 2 health because it has to enter the arena adjacent to you. Right? Because it doesn't say summons, it says everything gains 2 health. So if you could plan that to like have 1 or 2 of your summons and then you behind, you could like heal up everybody a lot. No wonder that costs 23. That's a powerful thing.
Great rare.
Very nice. Love it.
Is that Tornado Winds?
That's a new one. We haven't seen that one before.
No. So we got Swift. Negate target attacks ability. Played by target champion in Tornado Winds awareness.
Yeah, unless they do 5 energy.
So is that a repeat or is that the same as?
I don't think it's a repeat, but there are definitely cards that do the same thing.
Miraged Oasis.
Oh, is this an alteration? Yes, it is.
So place it on an occupied area, and then the trigger is whenever a champion or a summon is adjacent to it.
On or adjacent to it, right?
Yeah, and plays an attack ability, they lose 1 health.
Ooh, that's nice. Start hitting people, paying a cost with health for doing anything. That's pretty cool.
Kodama?
Yeah, Kodama.
So we got a beckon here, a cheat cost 3.
Yep.
And earth attack 1. 1 health.
And 1 health. So one of those bottom of the barrel kind of filler cards just to keep your chi cost down. Abidance, we've seen that in a couple other packs already. That's pretty common. Arcane Shield. Yep.
Arcane Shield.
Indirect Defense. This is a new one for me. Prevent the next 2 damage dealt to you by target ability that is not targeting you. Oh, so if there's something that like affects the whole table, it's not targeting you, but it would do damage to you.
Like meteorite or...
Yeah, stuff like that. That's cool. Anything that says like all the damage in the spot, not specifically target.
Dusk Trail Mouse.
Ooh, I like the look of this. This looks neat.
What does he have in his hand? Was that like a little raspberry or...
Or a heart? I can't tell, but it looks really cool.
So we got a beckon here. 3 chi, 2 health. Does 1 earth attack damage.
And it's got resistance. Dark resistance.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not bad. I could see that being a good filler card in decks.
Stable Footing.
Yep. Swift speed.
So other champions or summons cannot make You leave the spot you're occupied on this round.
Oh, so that's good when somebody tries to do a gust to push you away. You're like, no, I'm going to stay here.
Wrist throw. So it has toss ability. So
Yeah, that's cool. And it doesn't use aura, just energy to pay for it. So that's cool. Ooh, this looks nice.
Engulfing Wrath. That is a cool artwork.
Yeah.
So we got Swift here that deals 2 dark damage to target in the engulfing.
Wrath's awareness. It's got awareness of 2, which is nice. 2 damage to a target. Costs you a health though. 1 health and 8 aura to do it. And then you got another one of those desperation bonus modifiers at the end.
So if you have 8 or less life, it does an extra 2 damage.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I like that. The desperation, that's going to be a fun mechanic. Makes the end games a little more unpredictable, right? Because you get more powerful when you're getting weaker. I like that.
Fleet-footed.
Look at the awareness on that card. Holy crow.
So if a champion or summon in fleet-footed awareness is...
Pacified? Yeah. It negates the pacify so that you can move and rotate again. All right, next pack for me. This pack right here. That's one of the new champions. Looking extra cool. Jumping right into it here. Let's see what we got coming up. Dense Fog, that's one of the artworks that I've seen in the trailers and whatnot for this. That looks pretty cool. It's an enchantment, I should say. Costs 11 aura. Attach Dense Fog as a skill, and then spots not in anything's awareness are considered occupied. So that completely shuts out rain, because if it's a square that's not in anything's awareness, it's just off limits. That's cool. I like that. Weighted net, swift, range attack. It's costs some energy, not aura, which is nice. Grounded, there's a trigger. If champion or summon is dealt damage by the weighted net, then they lose flight and aerial abilities for the rest of this round. Flavor-wise, it makes a lot of sense. It's literally a weighted net. I like that.
That's going to be great for that, Retribution Angel?
Yep, shutting down all the flying angels and that. So I hate it. Let's rip this up. We're never going to be talking about this card again. The card is officially banned forever. Didn't even see it. Didn't happen. It wasn't here. Definitely Return. We've seen that one before, so I'm going to skip ahead on that. Oh, this is one that I've been waiting to see. This card here. This is one that you and I have talked about online. This is a bonkers card, I think. I'm not sure how to say it. I'm going to say it's called Chiasmodon. I'm not sure. I might be butchering that. But first of all, before we address anything else, let's talk about how good that artwork looks.
Now, is this one of the forwards?
I think it must be, because it sure looks like one. It's gorgeous. So it's 6 chi, so it's a little bit up on the power scale. Starts with 4 health. It's a summon. It's a resurrect beacon. So you can only play this guy's resurrect ability if another creature, another summon I should say, has been killed this round. So there's a limit to how you can bring it out. And then its action is a range drain attack of 2. Which means, and I believe this is the alternate art because I think it explains it on a different version I've seen. It deals 2 damage to something, but it also heals itself for 2 at the same time. It steals life from other things. And with this 2 awareness as well, I could see this doing like really, really good work.
And only a 6 chi.
Yeah. Now, they were smart to balance it by making it a resurrect beacon. So you're limited in how you can bring it out. Something has to die first. But I would love to play this card in my deck. I'm very excited. This is one of the cards I've been hoping to get. So keep an eye on this card, everybody. We're going to see if it does work or if I'm just a dummy. But I love it. I'm going to play it until it wins. That's how I'm going to make it a winner, one way or the other. Next up is New Ziu, I guess. I'm going to butcher that name. I'm sorry for that. It's a beacon for 16 aura. Holy attack does 3 damage, and you exert it when you do that. And then Holy Brand is a trigger here. Everything dealt damage by this is holy. By this without holy weakness gains holy weakness for the rest of the round. Holy weakness means holy does an extra damage, right? So that's pretty cool.
So I just noticed you got a second rare.
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, if you look here at this Chiasmodon, epic. It doesn't say rare. It says epic, which is awesome. See, I told you it was an epic card. Look, it even says right there. It's literally it's an epic card. I know what I'm talking about. I got this. Very cool. So that's actually a really cool booster pack. I'm excited about that. Yeah. I might not want to let this card go now, having seen it. This one here we saw earlier, the Avum Exidium or whatever. We're going to skip that because we've seen it. Empower Summon, we saw that before. Angelic Chains, it's worth mentioning again how gorgeous that artwork is, but we've seen that card. Skipping along, Underworld Knowledge we've seen. Spike Pit, that's a new one. Spike Pit is a trap, so that means it's got to be an alteration. Yes, it is. Swift, you only have to pay energy to do it, so you're milling some cards. Spike Pit, whenever a champion or summon leaves the Spike Pit, they lose 1 health. Ooh. It's like barbed wire or something. You can leave, but you're going to hate it. That's cool. Gut Punch, basic attack. Again, one that only costs energy to cast. And then Stun. If a champion or summon is dealt damage by Gut Punch, then they can't move or rotate. That seems to be one of the cool mechanics of this set in particular, is that there's ways to stun things, and like now they miss out the rest of the round. So that's kind of cool. Canopy Merlin, am I reading that right? Yeah, Canopy Merlin. It's a back end, costs 11 aura, it does an air attack of 2, and it has flight, which makes sense because it's doing an air attack. So that means by default it should be able to go on spaces even if it's occupied. Yes, it does. So that's cool. What's its health? 2 health, vision of 1, or awareness of 1. Forchi, seems alright. Not terrible. Fury, have we seen Fury? I don't think so. That's kind of pretty cool artwork there with the spiders. That's neat. Area range attack of 2, and it's got double the awareness. Costs you 2 health and 2 mil. You deal 2 damage to everything in its awareness. I like that. Yeah, that seems good. You're going to be able to set things up to get some extra value out of that card, I think.
Yes, that's actually a great card for Mallet for the high health he starts off with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. Shoulder hop, is that the bunny? No, it's not the bunny. What is this? Place yourself on a spot in shoulder hop's awareness. Okay, so it just lets you move. That's interesting that it's an action. I guess that's good for those times when you really want to move 2 spaces, but you'd still like to have a main phase after. You could move 1 space, use that action to move another space, right?
And then move on to a spot can be occupied.
I would assume, because if it doesn't say unoccupied, I usually assume that it's fine to go somewhere occupied, right? I think they're pretty good at specifying it if it has to be unoccupied. The library's gates, this looks pretty cool. It's a trap. It's a trap. The old Star Wars meme there. Costs 2 energy to bring it out. Place the library's gates on an occupied spot on the arena. Library's gates. Whenever a champion leaves the library's gates, they discard a card. Oh, so that's good. So no matter where your champion is, I could put it there and make you have to discard a card when you leave. That's cool.
Firemaster Dance. Looks like Atris.
Yeah.
So an action enchant, add Firemaster Dance's skill. At the end of the round, if you've dealt fire damage this round, you may pay an extra 5 chi. If you do
5 aura,
or 5 aura, you deal 1 fire damage to a target around you.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Dense Fog, we saw that before. Weighted Net, saw that too. Never gonna talk about it again. That card doesn't exist. Ooh, new champion.
Got Kun. Heavy Holy Attack 2. Oh, look at the health, 26.
Flight and Dash. What's Dash? At the beginning of your turn, you may move. Oh, like a free move before your actual movement for your turn. Like a bonus move? I guess.
I think so.
Oh, that'd be pretty good if that's how that works. Immediate. I've never seen that word before. That's a new word, I think. That's cool. Oh, here we go. I love this card.
Sandberg Dragon.
Yep. There's also a really cool patron exclusive art that has a Canadian flag on it. But this is a really nice dragon. Tell us about it.
So he is an expensive cost. What is it? 30 aura.
Yes.
But it does 3 range damage, has flight, and then has a continuous aerial.
Yeah, that's the one that lets it go on occupied spots. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty sick. And 6 health. Look at that awareness on it. Isn't that bonkers?
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a game-winning card right there for sure. You don't want that card. You'll never play that.
But you can play this in any deck.
Again, you don't want that card. You have no interest in that. Jesus. Just ignore that and carry on. Galarian Mist. I feel like we talked about that one earlier. That's the one that makes stuff occupied, so like rain can't jump beside you. Luminous Covering. We saw that. Dark Corruption. That's the one that brings back the skeleton if you kill something. That's a really cool card. The rabbit that jumps on top of you and deals damage. That's also a really cool card. Loa, saw that.
Oh, there's your turkey.
There's my turkey, yep. So it seems like now we've seen a lot of commons and we're getting a lot of repeats. So I say for the rest of the packs, let's just do the uncommons and the rare. We'll just focus on the more powerful cards for the rest of the video. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Here we go for this pack. We've got Rompo. This is a new one we haven't seen before. It's a beckon, costs 9 aura. Basic attack is 3. Carrion Feast. I haven't seen this trigger before. If Rompo kills a summon, then it gains a health. Ooh, I like that. That's good.
I love the flavor text in this. You got Kendra, what is this? A dog. That is not a dog.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. That's really good. That's Rompo. Next up is Colossal Ant. Yay, nice. Beckon for 11. It's got a basic attack that does 2 damage. It has a toss trigger. If a champion or summon is dealt damage by this guy, then you can place it on any spot around the ant. I like that. That's pretty cool for manipulating the game.
Yeah, if you want to, you have your summon up forward to toss your opponent's champion back towards yours.
But you know what makes this card a little bit broken? That attack is a swift attack. So that makes it broken. Oh, you're going to do something awesome with your champion? In response, I'm going to swift speed. Toss him over here instead. Brawler's Momentum. Another new one we haven't seen. It's an enchantment. Costs 5 energy, so you're milling cards to do it. Attach Brawler's Momentum as a skill. At the end of the round, if you have played 2 or more attack abilities this round, then you may move. Ooh, a little extra movement. Get around the board a little quicker. I snuck this in here just because it was worth another look. Full art Kun. I like that. That's pretty good. Kun, probably Kun. Hard to guess how they would pronounce that, to be honest with you. But looks really cool with the full art. And then check this out. This looks like a gorgeous card. Look at that artwork. That's sick. Celestial Hegemon. It's summoned. Beckon cost is 18. It's got 3 health, range attack, a drain attack of 2. Now again, I love these drain attacks. You're going to do damage and you're going to heal up? Yes, please. That sounds great. And then there's a cast trigger. If a champion or summon loses health because of Celestial Hegemon, then they gain Pacify for the rest of this round. That's bonkers. So if my Celestial Hegemon drains your champion for 2, now your champion's pacified for the rest of the round and can't do anything. That is mean. That seems really bonkers. And you know what else makes this card a little broken? Look at that awareness. It's 2, not 1. That's a spicy meatball right there. That's good. All right, what do you got for uncommons and rares?
We have a Shutdown.
Okay.
Seeing that one. Fork Lightning.
Ooh, this looks cool.
Look at the awareness.
No, that's neat.
So it does. So we got a Swift here that deals 3 electric damage to everything in its Forked Lightning's awareness.
Oh, that's bonkers. That's really nice. I like that.
Colossal Ant.
Colossal Ant. Yeah, we just saw that. That's pretty cool. That with that toss ability. Oh, core.
Core.
I think this is the first time we've seen core.
Yeah, I love this artwork.
Yes, so do I. This artwork is really nice. So this champion starts with 120 aura and 25 health and a 1-card energy reduction cost, which is pretty sweet.
What is this Mobius?
Mobius. What is Mobius? Kill target summon with 1 health in your awareness and draw a card. Okay, so if there's something weak nearby, he kills it and draws a card. That's pretty bonkers. And then a Jin.
So this is the rare. So we got Beckon here.
Yep,
for
Beckon for
8 cost. It's a Swift here. Target champion or summon in Jin's awareness gains Pacify
for the rest of the round. With this booster, I saw a couple cool comments in it, so I wanted to show them. Fire Fiend, it's Beckon for 4 aura. It has a fire attack of 1. It has a giant wall of flavor text. It's only 1 health, and it's 3 chi, so it's one of those affordable ones at the bottom of the power level. But the art's really cool, which is partly why I wanted to show it, because that's pretty cool art. This one here, Infernal Lashback, that's pretty cool as well. Awareness of 1, costs 8 aura to cast it. It's a Swift. You deal 2 fire damage to a target in Infernal Lashback's awareness and 3 fire damage to yourself. Ooh, so you got to really want it. You have to really want it to cast that. But again, it's only 3 chi, so it's a good little filler card for the bottom. If you have ways to gain life, I would say. I don't think I'd want to play it otherwise. Then we're looking at Wind Slash, which is a swift range air attack. It's one of those ones where you have to pay aura and energy to cast it, but it's got a nice awareness. Firemaster's Dance, I think we saw that, right? I remember talking about that card. Makara, it's a beckon, costs 13 aura. Water damage does 2, and there's a trigger Water Brand, which I think gives it water weakness for the rest of the round. Yes, it does. So that's pretty cool. Then Erica. This is officially called a starter card. It's one of the champions, basic attack. We've seen her before, I believe, with the 150 aura. She's got all the magic points, knows how to spend them. And then our rare from this pack is Yamaduda. Yamaduda, which is a resurrect. So again, you can only summon this if something's died this round. So if something's been killed this round, you can summon Yamaduda in its place, and it has a dark attack that does 2 damage. So that's pretty cool. So that's that pack.
So we have a golden Langer monkey. So we got a beckon, that's a holy attack of 2.
Yep. 2 health.
Has a continuous of everything adjacent to a golden monkey. Has dark resistance.
Dark resistance, very cool. Does a holy attack, gives it dark resistance. Nice.
We got Brawler's Momentum.
Yep, we saw that one before. Flight makes sense.
Oh, Bahu. So we got beckon, Earth attack 2.
I like the art. That's a cool looking tiger.
And then another water pillar.
Nice. That's a good rare. So I think those water pillars and the other pillars are going to see a lot of play. I think people are going to build decks around them and try to put as much water damage in a deck with water pillars or whatever type. I could see them.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I could see them really changing the meta a bit. Jumping into my next pack here. Martial Training. It's a swift attack. Only costs energy, which I love. So if you're running 1 aura, you can still do it. And it's going to do, what is that? Is that a 3? 3 damage. That's a good little hit. So that's good. Then we've got Upheaval. Have we seen that card?
Yes.
Yeah, so we saw that one before. Colossal Ant, which I like. I'm a fan of Colossal Ant. And then here's a tongue twister. Why do I get all the tongue twisters? Olgoy Korkoi. Olgoy Korkoi. Or some other variation thereof. So this one here is a beckon. It's the rare from the pack. Costs 15 to beckon it. Earth attack of 4 damage. Also has a counterattack trigger. When this guy is dealt damage by a champion or summon in its awareness, it deals 2 damage to them. And look at the great awareness it has. So that's really good. And it's got 4 health, so it's not easy to kill.
First we've seen counterattack, right?
I think so, yeah. I really like that. I think that's good. And it should be too, because it's got 7 chi, so it's right near the top of the power scale. But very cool. What do you got first, Jason?
Well, I'm not sure if we pulled this common. Shadow Master.
Okay, cool.
So you can't be targeted by an attack ability this round. So basic attack, heavy attack, fire attack, etc.
Okay, that's really cool. And it's only energy to cast it. I like that. Nice.
And then we have
Arcane Blast.
Arcane Blast.
Yep, very cool.
Goliath Sphinxeater.
Whoa.
Spider.
Oh, I like that.
Look at the range, the awareness too.
Yep. Yeah, I like that.
And earth resistance, so -1 earth damage.
Very nice, very nice.
Diabolical Roar.
Oh,
look at that.
That sounds good. Look at that art, eh? Oh, that's nice.
So target champion in the War's awareness discards a card.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Here we go with the champion again.
And how's that Kun?
Kun or Kun? One of the. Honestly, I don't know, but I like it. It's a cool character, and I'm sure I'll get a message later with the proper pronunciation.
Lightless Tobacco. What?
Tabasina? I don't know. I can't see him. Can't see that Cena. I feel like your time is up and its time is now.
Oh, 6.
Look at the exert or the beckon cost, 29. Okay, range attack of 6. Oh, this guy's not messing around. You really can't see him. Do, 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 do.
And then I did an attack of resistance, minus all attack damage by 1.
What? No way. Oh, that's insanely good. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it's an 8G. That's why. That's why it's insanely good.
Maybe see 2 of these in a deck.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that a lot. All right, let's open up some more packs. See some uncommons and rares. Once again, we got Dense Fog. We saw that before. Then we've got Undead Servitude. We saw that before. And Whip Smash. Have we seen Whip Smash? I don't think so. It's a technique, heavy range, attack 3, costs 5 energy to do it. Oh, it's one of the ones with the Desperation modifier, so that's cool. Big heavy hitter at the end when you're dying. And then, look, what a surprise. I've got another mouthful here. It's Apocatastasis. Apocatastasis. Yeah. Apocatastasis. I think that's it. I think it's apocatastasis. Easy for you to say, Jason. Stop babbling on. I'm done humoring you, Jason. Paka for short. Paka for short. Tell me about yourself, Paka. Well, you cost 14 aura, you're a swift spell, and you gain 1 health for each ability on the stack. Oh, that might be interesting. That's my pack.
So we got Ascendant Teaching.
Oh, yeah, I get a pocket of stasis, and you get Ascendant Teachings. Yeah, okay, yeah.
We've seen this one?
Yep. Upheaval. Yeah, that's hard to say. Oten. Oh, look, 4 letters. That's fair. I'm starting to get mad. Giant Scorpion, but a gorgeous Giant Scorpion. That's
Look
cool.
at that artwork.
I'm less mad now. That's a gorgeous card. And
Divine Renewal.
Well, at least that's 2 words, so that's something, Jason. There's more than 2 syllables.
So what is this? We got a defense of 4.
That's cool. So prevent the next damage. I like it. No, it's your card. I just still dwelling on a bucket of stasis.
So we got a trigger cast. If you've prevented the damage of the Divine Renewal, then you may pay 5. If you do, you gain 3 life.
Nice. All right, so my next pack here, I set this card aside just because I really like the artwork on it, this Electric Zubin. He's pretty cool. He's a beckon, costs 8. He's got an electric attack at 2, and he's got water resistance because he looks like he lives in the water. So I like him. He's pretty cool. Then we've got Shutdown. A little too far down. Shutdown, it's an uncommon. Swift cast is 11 aura. Negate target cast ability played by a target in Shutdown's awareness. And it's got the awareness of 1. Then we're on to, whoa, these go everywhere. We're on to Breath of Gelara, which is really cool. Area Heal. So 12 aura. You and everything in Breath of Gelara's awareness gain 2 health. Now, doesn't that look like a good playable card? And notice it can be played in any deck.
Just 12 cost.
I feel like that's worth it, though. If you can get the value of having... Because, like, you heal automatically, and if you can surround yourself with stuff and everything gets 2 health,
yeah,
I feel like that's a very playable card. I think I would play that card. Deathly Return. Cast cost is 15 aura. Return target summon in Deathly Returns awareness with 6, what is that? 6 chi or less to its owner's thoughts. So you bounce something back to their hand. Oh yeah, we said this earlier. That's right. I love that. The nice full art Adara looks really sick. Which is good once you've memorized what their abilities are. When you're first learning, not so good. But later on, very good. Then the rare is Call to the Bones. It costs 13 aura. It's an action. Place 3 skeletons warrior summons from your subconscious, which again is your sideboard, on any spot in its awareness facing the same direction as you, then exert them. So you just like put an army in one spot.
That's what, the 3rd card to place more skeletons down?
Yeah. So that's definitely going to be a theme. Those skeletons Even though on their own they're not great, they're going to be in demand. Again, here's what the skeleton looks like. Put that right beside it. Get 3 of those guys for free, basically, in one spot.
For 13 cost.
Yeah, that seems okay. I think that seems okay. So that's cool. Extra cards, really, because they're coming out of your subconscious. They're not part of your deck. So, what do you got?
So we got a common here. I really like the artwork. Secret.
Nice.
It's just low cost, 1 health, 3 aura.
Yep.
But just love the artwork. So Zyfang.
Yep.
I
like that.
Downpour.
I don't think we've seen that one today.
No.
Look at the aura cost. 33 to play it. Ooh. What's it going to do?
You deal 4 water damage to everything in the Downpour's awareness. So 1 space in front.
Everything without electric weakness gains electric weakness as well. That's interesting. Deals water damage and then gives it electric weakness. Interesting. Oh, that card's really cool art. Nice.
It stands right out.
Yeah. That really jumps out.
Galata Baboon.
With a
Gelata?
blitz trigger. What's a blitz trigger? Oh, so it's like got aced, basically. You summon it, it gets exerted, then you take the exert trigger off it. Is when it enters the arena, you remove the exert tokens from it. Right? So you come in, it gets the token from getting summoned, and then you take it off.
Nice.
That's pretty
And
cool.
then what's that? 3 heavy attack.
Wow.
Sadistic Illusion.
Nice.
You can only play this if you're being targeted.
Oh, okay.
So it's Swift Decoy.
Oh, I've seen decoys before. That's like you swap spaces with it or something. That's
pretty big awareness.
nice. I've got Instill Vigor. It's an action, costs 9 aura. Target summon in Instill Vigor's awareness gains 2 health. The next attack ability they play deals an additional 2 damage this round. Ooh, that's good. I like that. Blood Centipede. Costs 14. It's got earth and fire resistance. Ooh, look at that. Multiple resistances on the guy. And 3 health. So that's good. 5 chi, average cost. Nice. Fire Master Stance, you're seeing that. Core, and again, there's the art you want to get, right? That's that gorgeous full art card. Really, really, really nice. And then, did we see this guy before? Mongol. Water attack of 4 and trigger and execute trigger. At the beginning of Mongol's turn, it may move to a spot adjacent to a target in its awareness. So it can see 1 spot ahead, and you can move anywhere adjacent to a target that's 1 spot ahead. That's kind of cool.
So we got your favorite card, Weighted Net.
Oh no, that card doesn't exist. It's gone.
So we got Flight.
Yep, saw that before. Yep.
Breath of Gelara.
Yep.
And then Divine Covering.
Divine Covering. Okay. Have you seen that?
No, this prevent all damage to targeted Divine Covering for 10 cost.
Okay.
Or you can pay 16 to prevent all damage to you and your awareness.
Oh, nice. That seems really good. So here in this pack for me, I've got Peripheral Vision. Again, that's the one where you can rotate at swift speed. That's kind of cool. Blood Centipede we just saw. Downpour, that's the one we just saw a minute ago where it does the water damage and gives the electric branding. And then Sadistic Illusion. I think you literally just did that card. So that's that pack.
So we got a common here, Shock Lizard. So low cost, 2 damage, fire resistance. Love the artwork. Rompo. Golden Langear. Selective Amnesia. Adara. One of his certain champion.
Yep. Very nice.
Yamaduta.
Yep. Saw that
him?
before. Yep. So here in my pack, I've got Hollowed Sentry. I can't remember if we saw it before. It costs 11 to beckon. Does some holy damage. It's got great awareness around it. And it also has a cast ability at swift speed where you can reduce the damage of something else in its awareness by 2. So it can like weaken other attacks in its awareness. So that's cool. Then we've got Oten. We saw Oten before. Ascendant Teachings. I believe we saw that card before as well. Full art Erica. And again, I kind of want to build a deck with Erica. I think with all that aura to spend, it's going to be fun to play. And then lastly, it's Divine Renewal, which, did we see this before? Prevent the next 4 damage dealt to a target. Yeah, we did. The defense 4, so we saw that. You're up.
So we got Shutdown. Seen that one.
Yep.
Galata Baboon.
Yep.
Arcane Blast. Nice full art con.
That looks really nice. That's a nice looking card. Hey, say it for me.
Algoa Korkoi?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that was one of the ones I had a mouthful before with. So this is my last booster pack here. I've got Fork Lightning, which you showed earlier. It's a really cool card. Diabolical Roar, we saw that before. And Still Bigger, we saw that one before. Anguish Flame, look at that artwork. That's really nice. What's it say? Cast for 18, and then Desperation Modifier. I don't actually know everything it does. I can't remember if we saw a normal art for it. But it nonetheless looks gorgeous. And then Divine Covering to end my last pack. What do you got?
Is this Sci-Fang?
Mm-hmm.
Brawler's Momentum. Goliath Sphinxeeter. Another full art core.
Looks good.
And the Lightless Tabasina.
You can't see me. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Can't see me. Dun, 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 dun. That's it, everybody. That's a whole booster box of RAZE. I saw a lot of cards I really liked. Some of them really stood out to me. I was a little disappointed we didn't see more of the pillars. We saw the water pillar twice. I don't think we saw any other ones. No. That's a card I'm looking forward to get my hands on. I'm never going to mention Weighted Net again. As far as I'm concerned, that card is dead and buried. But I definitely saw some cards I'm really excited about. I kind of feel like I want to build an Erica deck. I think that would be fun with that 150 aura to spend. What stood out to you? What was
I'm excited to actually build a core deck.
Yeah?
Start summoning all these skeletons.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That would also be a really fun deck to play. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. And definitely come in to North of Exile Games whenever you're ready to learn how to play this game. We teach people how to play for free. We have starter decks that you can get a free deck to take home with you. And again, it's really affordable to jump into. The 2-player starter set has everything you need for 2 people to play for as low as $34.99 plus tax. So it's a really affordable game, and it's made in Canada by Canadians. All the money spent on it goes to support local game stores in Canada and Canadians who made the game. I can't say enough great things about it. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care. Stay safe out there. Go North.